Hi guys, Kevin Kong here, and this is my video vlog of what's behind this car. That's my personal 924 Turbo, which I'm sure you all have seen or maybe seeing soon. But this video is not about that car. We are going to do a complete vlog of the restoration and getting a 924 Turbo back from the dead. A barn find, if you will. The car was stored in the previous owner's house since 2008 and has not been driven since then. I found the car but motioned my friend to purchase it. Should he fail to have purchased it, I would have purchased it for myself, but he did the deal, and he's a brand new owner of the 924 Turbo. Let's have a look at the car. This is the rail jam. There are only a few in Malaysia, and it requires quite a lot of work, but not a full ground up restoration at the moment. What we're trying to do here is to get the car running, let the owner enjoy it reliably on the road before getting body work, rust repair, slight rust repair, and whatever other nitty-gritty that need to be attended to get the car in its optimum running condition. So as you can see, we are actually dropping the fuel tank because fuel tank is really rusty inside. It's all rusted out, and we need to refurbish the fuel tank. It's a K-Jet. Look at if the camera can focus, the rust in the fuel tank. It's just too much for us to proceed without repairing it. Entire gearbox, transaxle had to be dropped in order to drop the fuel tank. In order to drop the fuel tank, we had to remove the whole rear subframe assembly, and yeah, it's more work than anybody could have imagined. I hope the sound quality is good, but here is how the interior of the 924 Turbo looks. It's actually in very good original condition. Nothing really wrong with it on the inside, and beautiful tweed interior, lovely. The only torn part is here, which we'll have to find someone to help us restore. Everything works in this car, and the beautiful thing is it's fully original, so it will require some body and paint work. There's very little rust. The only real rust is down here, if you can see. Yeah, focus. The rest of the body is rust free. Parts are actually currently stuck in customs office in KLIA, and we've ordered all the parts that you see that it's removed, which has been removed from the engine bay, all the essentials, all the bare essentials, and hopefully I can collect them from customs tomorrow, as I plan to make a drive down to the customs office. Yeah, I hope I can give you constant updates as soon as the parts arrive, and then we will have a proper vlog of the restoration of this car. Very interesting. I will carry on with updates as soon as there are updates to be reported. Alright, this is day 1. Yes, the gas tank is finally out. We're removing all the hoses. Gas tank is out. There's a big hole. Awesome. Awesome blossom. Big hole under here. Big cavity. All the hoses in there has got to be replaced. Nice and clean underneath the car. No rust. Yes. Petrol tank. Let's chop it up. Huge. Huge ass petrol tank. Alright. Looks like we're ready to rock. My car is also ready. Let's go. Hey guys, what is good? 924 turbo, good news. All the parts has arrived. Everything that I've ordered has arrived, but of course we are short of a bunch of things still that we don't have for this car because there simply isn't any stock. We're still missing the water pump. We're still missing the a complete gasket set, a complete gasket kit for the engine. But good news is all the water hoses and brake master pump, clutch slave pump, clutch master pump has arrived. We can proceed with a lot of work, which you can see here. We were not able to go do anything for a long time because we didn't have all these parts. All these parts have been lying in customs for the last 10 days, and thank you to the customs office in Malaysia. They didn't even bother letting us know that we were supposed to go there and pick up the goods by ourselves. Usually there will be a the local post office will be the local agent which will be authorized to do the pickup and delivery with us agreeing to pay for the tax and duties. But there was no such thing this round. So never mind, spent half the day, went down, got the parts, and now we're back at work with this 924 turbo. We're going to proceed with whatever we can and try to order the rest of the parts locally. Being that this is a Audi 100 engine, I think we shouldn't have any problems. It will probably be a little bit more expensive than importing it ourselves, but if the stock's readily available, I guess it demands a little bit of a premium. People stocked it for years and only now we're gonna be able to use it. 924 turbo was in again today to replace a power steering hose, which was very quickly dispatched off and completely finished, done, worked on. Continuing here, very happy with my 34 being ready. Mechanically, the most sound it has ever been since I bought it during my ownership. I'll be using it for the next 6 months as almost as a daily. We'll give you another review of it on another time. Meanwhile, we still have got to proceed with this old guy. A lot to do. It's a lot to do here. Need to look into this gas tank. Let's figure out how do we clean the inside of it without cutting it up. Luckily, the rest of the foundation is very clean, very strong. Not much we need to do on the rear subframe. Everything got to do here. Intake manifold, injectors, all has been removed. We are able to see the degree of rust on the engine mounting and in the engine bay area. This gives us a chance to remove the engine mount. Maybe not touch anything and make the rest make the rest of the car nicer, more presentable. Well, with the parts here, we are okay to proceed with replacing oil seals, O-ring oil seals, etc. I think from here on it'll be quite fast. Brake calipers have already been rebuilt, so radiator, aircon condenser all already redone. Brake caliper is nice, oil seals are all nice now. A little bit of rust on the lower control arm, but otherwise body is perfect. No rust on the body so far. Very happy. The fender needs some work. Rear caliper has also been rebuilt. Very happy. Looking good. Moving free and easy. Rear differential is hanging by the chain. This was due to having to remove the fuel tank. And we're still at this stage of figuring out how to clean, what best way to clean the fuel tank. Fuel tank over there, okay, subframe still over there. Calipers all rebuilt, new hoses lying on the ground doing nothing. Yep, progress is very encouraging. Day 4 of the video log. Parts are going back in together very quickly. Things are getting refurbished nicely, and I think progress is pretty impressive. Brakes have been rebuilt, new hoses. We're not going to replace the absorber for now because we don't know how it drives. We'll probably remove the lower arm to get some the rust, a little bit of rust out of the way. Tie rod ends and steering rack hood has been replaced. We're all on track for beautifully restored, mechanically restored vehicle. And we're almost there. We're working out the issues on the fuel tank, and there's no progress yet because we're waiting for the chemical to come for the fuel tank. Once the chemical is here, we'll get to clean it up very quickly and put it back in together. Here's the K-Jetronic system, all cleaned up, ready to go back into the car. Quite exciting times, in fact, quite exciting times. Can't wait for this thing to turn on its own power. All the O-rings and oil seals have been replaced. No leaks, hopefully. We're having trouble finding the water pump, which is surprisingly difficult to get. I believe it is the same as the Audi 100 water pump and brake servo. This is also proving to be a little bit challenging. We've got the brake master pump here already, it's upside down. But this brake servo seems to be out of stock in the US. Here's the water pump. And here's the brake servo. So these two are the only hiccups at the moment. Once we have these two parts in, we'll be able to accelerate our installation of everything else in the engine. Yeah, so till then, next update will be tomorrow. Okay, we are live at the 924 turbo. Look at this! The petrol tank is all nice and clean. The solution worked. Gas tank is nice and clean. Focus, damn you, focus. Ain't focusing, but anyways, we're finally done. Gas tank is ready to go back into the ass of this car. New fuel pump. There's a new accumulator somewhere. I was on the floor just now, don't know where it went. And new custom made water pipes. This is the old, which is the sample. It's all rusted out, it's all gone. This is brand new, custom made from scratch. Problem is, it's made of steel because there was no copper material that was of this diameter. So we had to custom make this out of steel. The only difference is that it is thicker, so we have to always use coolant in the car. All these hoses will be replaced. And I can't wait for it to get back into the car. We're still pending here all the fuel lines to the Porsche cage electronic system. We've ordered the water pump and it's on its way. We're still looking for the servo, brake servo. Have not been able to find the exact copy of what we want yet. Even something that is 90% similar is not gonna cut it. We found something that was 90% similar, but it didn't have the little shaft that pushes into the master pump. So we cannot use that. We're still looking for a correct pump to servo to go in there. Everything else that can be replaced has been already replaced. We're just waiting on the water pump and the brake servo. Once that's in, the car starts and we're on the road. All other auxiliaries has been replaced and fixed up. All bearings, all hoses, even service repair kit for the calipers have already been installed. And then you have Mika here, my son. Who's enjoying himself. We've got all these parts which will be replacing all the old parts already. Fuel filter over there. We've still not finished using all the parts in the box that came from America. Pending the water pump. Once the water pump goes in, the majority of everything that you see here will go in. The hoses are all new. All safety items have been checked and replaced. Those which were not up to par were replaced. Gearbox is in very good condition, but we don't know for sure yet. It is still pending to put the gas tank in. Once the gas tank goes in, the whole rear subframe, whole rear axle will go back in, and we can put the car back on the ground. Just detracting. Here's my 34 GTR that's in for a little bit of maintenance. We're doing an oil change because we're going for a final power tune on Thursday. Yep. All else has been done. Alright, we've got progress with the 924 turbo. As you can see, a lot has been done, and engine is finally looking like a complete engine again. So, just to give you an update, it's been a few weeks since the last video, maybe a couple of weeks, and we've finally gotten the water pump. That was the part we're waiting for, and before we could actually reassemble everything. Looks like we're on the way to putting everything back together again. The last update was showing you guys that we have received custom-made water pipes and This is part of it. Everything has been cleaned up, painted, polished, and yeah, we're a couple of weeks away from being able to get this car on the road and driving again. We just need the brake servo to be fully modified, and because we couldn't find the exact one for this 924 turbo, we found one that we could modify and try to retrofit it in. These are the plethora of hoses that it's going to go in, the rest of the stuff that needs to accompany that. Everything else underneath is pretty much done. Caliper has been serviced and overhauled. Gas tank has been cleaned up, replacing all the hoses. It's just a few hours away from being reinstalled. And then we'll have a complete bottom assembly of this car again very soon. As you can see, under here it's all nice and clean and straight, no rust. New fuel accumulator. We'll be running a new fuel pump as well. Yeah, getting very exciting because the car is coming along already. Not much is needed, no more parts pending. It's now just reassembly, the push to get the car started. Say hi, Mika. Hi, YouTube. Just to give you a mix of, to give you a view of what this workshop handles and deals with. We've got drift cars, got fast street cars, classic cars, everything from A to Z. An actual drift car. R32 Skyline, wide body, very wide body. RB25 head, RB30 block, 1 bar 400 wheel horse. NA1 NSX with a 3.2 liter NA2 engine and a 6-speed gearbox. Okay guys, back reporting on the 924 turbo. All parts, all ancillary parts are all being fitted back together. All the big parts all reconnected. Even spark plug cables are being replaced. Everything looks good. We're just a few days away from starting the car. Even the rear axle has been reassembled. Exhaust already back in. Fuel tank is also in. Getting exciting now. Things are about ready to go. We're gonna start this baby up any day now. Only thing that we don't have is the brake servo. Air filter is another thing that we don't have. Air filter that goes in the box here. And this is another part, intricate part, which I couldn't buy new. This rubber connector is a little bit crusty, so we've got to be really careful with it. Hopefully it will last and it will not break under boost in the future. Yep, a few days away. Till then, reporting in. Welcome back guys. Today we're gonna talk to you about the 924's progress, and as you can see, it's already running on its own power with a new brake servo. Check it out. We're gonna go for the first test drive after laying dormant since 2008. Yeah, this car has fresh tires. Pretty much everything that is that you cannot see is has been refreshed. So stance looks good. Body needs a good body work and paint job. Sounds beautiful. It's purring. We're just missing power window switch. Interior is all cleaned up. Everything pretty much works. Even the aircon's glowing. Even the lighter socket works. Okay, let's go for a drive. Fire, 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 fire. Hello, hello. Fire. We've got an engine fire, guys. Luckily, we have a firefighter here. Firefighter, go low, firefighter. Car drives well, looks good, feels good. Not bad. Very successful test drive, aside from the fire. Hi guys, we're finally back after some excitement. The car is back to full running and operating order. Forgive the background music, we're in a Tesco parking lot and we're just trying to stay away from the rain because it just started raining. And we're finalizing this final video shoot. As you can hear, the car is running. It's running very well. Engine idling very steadily. Car drives as expected. Almost perfect for its age, for how long it hasn't been started, for how long it hasn't been driven. It is right on point. Suspension is a little bit on the soft side, but I think it's very usable, and response on the engine is surprisingly good. No complaints from me. Of course, it's a huge difference from a 924 turbo, but not that far in terms of driving feel, character, and how fast the turbo schools, it's quite responsive, surprisingly. Let me show you a video of the engine bay and the interior. Okay, here's a video of the engine bay. As you can see, it's a brand new brake servo. We had used a different Japanese car model brake servo prior to this, and that didn't work. We had to modify the rod. The servo rod that goes in, being pushed by the master pump. That didn't work, and finally this one works. This is a BMW E34 brake servo which fits 100%. 100%. That was so unforeseeable, but very lucky. That worked out. It was a one-day job. We swapped it over. Brakes working fine right now. Engine is idling little vibration, but very bearable for a car that hasn't been driven since 2008. Everything else is running like clockwork. Everything is good. Let's take you inside, have a look at the interior. Final interior shots. We're missing a power window switch over here for the driver's side, but they work. Once we swap over the switch from the passenger side to the driver's side window works. So it was a switch that is faulty, that we have that in back order, it's coming. Aside from that, the interior is all done. Look at the original unrestored tweed interior. The only blemish is this part here, which we need to restore. Aside from that, it is near perfect. Look at it. So nice, so nice. Aircon is blowing. It's cold. Aircon works. All the meters work.
engine is responsive. The odometer doesn't work. We're getting a gear for it. It's on its way. Oil pressure. The clock doesn't work. This we have to modify. But all else works. Even the radio turns on, but there's no signal. Even the lighter cigarette works. And I can tell you that the aircon is blowing cold in here right now. Very pleased. All documents and paperwork from the previous owner still in the glove box. Slight crack in the dash. Over 15 years of dust is still here. I haven't cleaned the car up. Gearbox works fine. Fire extinguisher just in case due to our last episode. Everything else works in the back as well. Rear wiper works. Headliner. Very happy with the car. Let's go for a drive.